Hey everyone, what's up? This is Aitch and this is Ashley. Welcome to Aitch and Ashley's Anime Crackers. We don't have any crackers.
No.
We got candy.
Candy.
So this is something a little new that we're doing, so excuse us as we experiment a little bit, but we're here to talk a little bit about anime. We got another segment we're going to do shortly after this, talk about some specific shows, but we're just going to talk in general because we're both coming from two different directions. I myself, I've been watching anime for a long time, going all the way back to the days of Robotech, Astro Boy. When stuff was still on VHS and stuff was hard to find.
Suncoast.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. And then right around the time when Hellsing came out, that's when I kind of lapsed. So I'm seeing myself slowly but surely getting back in with shows like Sword Art Online, with Attack on Titan, some of the popular stuff out there, Voltron. And, you guys got it good nowadays because you've got streaming services out there.
Bless.
So what's your point on where you're coming from?
I'm coming from almost around the same time as you, just a bit after. So I'm coming in from when Sailor Moon was coming on at 5:30, 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, Toonami. So for those who are 90s babies like me, we came in with Toonami showing Yu Yu Hakusho, Cowboy Bebop, and then Adult Swim. So
and the revamped Speed Racer.
Yes.
The revamp of Voltron, which was cringeworthy.
Yeah. Oh my God, let's not. So I've been in the anime game for a very long minute, and I'm also not unfamiliar with older titles like Robotech because I did a lot of backtracking. So I kind of pop in from the older stuff, the newer stuff, and current stuff.
Yeah. So I just want to throw this out there, for folks that are willing to get in and just don't have direction. I want to say, like I said a moment ago, you guys have it a lot better now than what we had coming up because back in the late 80s, early 90s, it was like you said, going to Suncoast or finding that random shop that actually sold anime or rented it. Because for me, being in Baltimore, there was a shop down in Fells Point called Reptilian, and it was like a heavy metal shop. But the guy down there that owned the shop actually had anime that was for rent. So there were a lot of times we would run across unique stuff like Black Magic and the original Appleseed series. That's how I found out about the original hentai, Legend of the Overfiend. But nowadays, you got, if you ever want to find anything, you got Netflix, you got Crunchyroll, you got Hulu, you got all these
Kiss Anime, for those who know,
You got so many different streaming services that you can find stuff.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Because for me, when I was starting out, as I told you, Sailor Moon came on booty early in the morning, 6:30 when you're getting ready to go to school. And then there was something that showed, when you came home. So we always had stuff, but similar to yours, we had DVDs and VHS, but we didn't have, streaming wasn't as lit as it is now. So it's if you missed it and you didn't record it, VHS recording, you missed it.
Sure.
Or if you didn't have $20-$30 to go to Suncoast or FYE or Blockbuster, then Blockbuster, y'all remember that? You couldn't find anime.
Right, and the thing that always bothered me about buying something that DVDs, like you said, you're spending $30, but you're getting something that might have been half an hour or hour long. So that better been a damn good $30 you just spent.
That better been a good ass series. Especially if they only put 3 episodes on it, and you're just because I remember Yu Yu Hakusho for me when I was getting the DVD, it was like that, 3-4 episodes, 24 minutes each. And it was the edited dub version. So it's but that's all you could really get. And then, thanks to the glories of streaming, it's all at the touch of your finger. And we have better internet, so you can download it.
We have internet. I mean, I can think of the times when I had Ninja Scroll and Overfiend and a couple of others, when I had them on tape, how many times, and Vampire Hunter D, how many times those videos actually grew legs and walked out of my house.
It's an awesome movie.
Right, and the thing was, it eventually boiled down to the fact that I had to put them on a VHS tape and relabel it as something else that nobody would touch. Matter of fact, I labeled my Ninja Scroll Titanic. Because
no one would steal that 3-hour movie.
No, I want to touch it. So real quick, let's break down like some of the streaming services that are out there that are available, so that way, if you know, newcomers coming in wanted something to watch. I mean, you got Netflix.
Yes.
Netflix is like the end all, well, not necessarily the end all be all. It's your Swiss Army knife of whatever you want to watch.
Yeah,
you already know that.
Right.
But as far as like where anime is concerned, you're gonna find such things as One Punch Man. You're gonna find Voltron. They just released Devilman Crybaby because you know they're busy trying to service fans by getting some of that original content.
Oh yeah.
So you know they're doing a good job, but it's most of the mainstream stuff.
Most of the main, and if it's not all if it's not completely mainstream, it's also like some older series. But the downside with Netflix is you won't get anything really up and current, unless all of the episodes are out and it's been out for like a bit.
And then they'll stream it then. Because, you know, for those that are fans of Attack on Titan, you know, you can find the complete Attack on Titan on that, as well as Hulu. Hulu's the other service.
Yes.
Hulu's similar to Netflix. I think they have a little bit of a deeper library.
Oh, they do. Their library is very extensive, and they're always adding new stuff, like every so many months. Right.
It's just the downfall for Hulu is it's hard to like find. I have an easier time actually like organizing stuff on my desktop as opposed to trying to use their interface.
Oh yeah, it's hard to search. Like if you don't know the title. And they kind of break it up into genres, but it's like you have to. But their genres and like what they classify as supernatural, for example, or romance might be a bit. It just might be a little bit jumpy, and it's like okay, so this I wouldn't say this is a romance, but they classify it as a romance. But the plus side with Hulu versus Netflix is they do update current seasons. So like for example, when Attack on Titan season 2 was coming out. They did the, daily episodes. Like, not daily, but they did the weekly episodes and things like that. So you can get that. The only thing with Hulu is, like, now it's all paid.
Right. So you
Same
got to
as
pay
Netflix.
And see, the big difference between Hulu and Netflix, as far as using those two mainstream services, is Netflix will give you just about everything presented in its original language format. So, like for instance, I've been watching Sword Art Online, which I'm going to talk about in the next segment. So, Sword Art Online is only going to be in Asian language on Netflix. However, if you go to watch it on Hulu, they'll give you the option to do dub or sub.
So, for those who are picky, you can have your options.
Right. Now, I know, like, the reason why I'll watch the dub version, like, if I'm doing something else and I have it running in the background and I want to turn to see what's going on, I can understand. Because, the thing with watching something in its original language, you have to read everything.
Exactly.
You miss one little line, you're going to be short.
Screwed up the whole series.
Now, with Amazon's library is not as deep. They do have like a couple of unique titles here and there, but they're not really as deep with their anime. They had something called Anime Strike, which was like their own separate package away, and it was charged like I think $5 a month. But then I'm not sure what happened. Probably because it wasn't as popular, but they folded that service into regular Amazon Prime. So if you want to get whatever Amazon has, which is limited, and the funny thing is, between all three mainstream services that we're talking about, you're going to find almost the same items.
Exactly.
But like I said, it just seems like it's a lot less on Amazon.
Oh yeah, Amazon is not as extensive as either Hulu or Netflix. And I was actually curious about Anime Strike because there were some titles that neither Hulu and Netflix had. Like, I can't remember the full title, but it was that ballroom anime, which is really great. I wanted to watch that. I was like, okay, $5 didn't seem too bad. But then, like you said, they merged it with Prime.
So and you have to have the Prime.
And Prime accounts are pretty expensive. Like because I know they have like a Prime Junior where it's like you pay monthly $10.99 a month, or you pay $99 a year.
You may have to pay $99 a year because that $10.99 a month adds up.
Oh yes.
And if you're not getting stuff regularly from Amazon, you may as well just hang it up. And there's not a lot of stuff on the Prime service that I watch. Man in the High Castle was my thing, and that was it. So yeah. And then the other thing coming back to Hulu that I forgot to mention is you have to deal with the commercials.
Oh yes.
I forgot about that.
Yes.
You have to deal with the commercials.
Yes.
Unless you decide you want to pay extra. Now the funny thing is you pay like $8 a month. But if you want to get rid of the commercials, you have to pay double.
Yep.
It's not like a couple dollars more.
Double. Pay double. And the thing that's so inconsistent about their commercials is for those who do pay the $8, a month or whatever. Basically, some episodes. So if you're doing a whole series, right? So let's say you're doing 24 episodes. You'll start streaming a few series, and then every so often they'll say, "Oh, if you watch this 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute commercial, you get to go this episode, commercial free." But it's not always guaranteed that's going to happen, and you never know how many episodes you have to watch for that.
Before you get that, and then my other thing is sometimes the commercial breaks are weird too.
Oh yes.
Because if you ever watch an anime, like if you watch an anime on Netflix, you'll know what the break is because you'll see the title and then they'll show the title again, they go right back in the series.
Right.
I've noticed on Hulu sometimes they'll break like literally right in the middle of an episode.
Yes.
Well, here's a.
Let's talk about Tostitos.
What kind of crap? And it'll just take you completely out.
Yes, I can.
Now, tell everybody about the Crunchyrolls and the other streaming services out there, since you're better versed than those.
Okay, so currently right now, Crunchyroll is like my absolute fave. And for those who are really into anime, I would say Crunchyroll is worth investing into, whether it's the free version or the paid version. So Crunchyroll has a very extensive library. Like their library is huge. And they do take away some things, like how Netflix just kind of like certain series just poof away. But they have so much content there that there's literally, you can find any genre, any kind of series you want, which is great. Minus the Funimation stuff, but we'll get into that later. But with Crunchyroll, there's 2 tiers to it. There's the free tier and then there's the paid tier. The literal difference is the free tier has all of the commercials. However, then the commercials can be a lot. So they can be like 6 commercials in a series, like in one episode. So if you don't mind that, that's fine.
Those guys get paid.
Right. And there's also a benefit to Crunchyroll, since they do have like newer series and series that are still currently coming out, like one that I'm watching right now, which we'll get to later. It's like for the freebies, basically, if the episode's coming out today, it's locked for you. So you probably won't be able to watch it until like a week later or a few days later or something like that. So, but with the paid version, that whole lock system goes away. You have no commercials, so you can just go ahead and just binge straight through. So if you just want to keep on watching, autoplay, all that stuff, it'll just keep on rolling for you.
Right.
So the premium version is, pretty worth it. But if you don't have the money right now, free is still fine.
What's the price structure for Crunchyroll?
I believe if you pay, I think it's like $10.99 or something like that. Okay. So it's not too. So it's for what you're getting. It's not like ridiculous. It's actually pretty good. It might
competitive with other streaming services.
Yeah, considering, because even if it's a little bit more than that, because last time I remembered it was $10.99, so now it might be at least like 14 or 16. But even with that, with all the stuff that they have in their library, and the fact that they do current series that are still coming out, and it's like it's fine. The only thing is, since it's currently coming out, none of them are dubbed yet. So for the current ones, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be, they're not going to be dubbed. They're going to have to do subtitles, and that's totally fine. But they also eventually do, their, dubbed, but not too many. So for those who like me, who like once you get into the sub, you're committed. Crunchyroll's for you.
Right. And what's the other one you said? You said Funimation.
Funimation. I believe there's another one, Kiss Anime or Kiss Anime. So Funimation, for those who know or don't know, Funimation is just basically a big American anime company, and they have their own extensive line of anime. But the catch is with them, they only stream just their stuff. They don't stream.
Okay.
They don't. It's not like you're gonna see like another series on there. They're just gonna stream whatever they produce on there.
Gotcha.
So all of their content in there, and they also have an actual cable channel.
Looking for that too.
Yes, but
you know what? I need to see if it's on Files because
it's not. It was on Files for like a year and a half, and then they like lost the contract with it. So basically, I think Funimation wanted to charge the customer more, and Files
as a package,
right? Okay. And Files was kind of like, we don't want to do that to our customers, so they basically lost the contract, if I remember that correctly. Okay. So for those who have, I think it's Comcast and maybe Dish, they might have Funimation. But for those who are like me who have Fios, you pretty much right. So you just might as well just join Funimation. I don't know if they do a free tier, but I know they have a paid tier. I can't remember what it is because there's not a lot of Funimation titles that I'm like, yes, I need to see right now, or like that I can't find elsewhere. So if you like Funimation, then they're trying to do a little better. They are, but they have like a lot of real good mainstream stuff. Like I think they're like Fairy Tail and stuff. So for those, that's another one. Now Kiss Kiss or Kiss Anime, I can't remember which one. I believe that one is kind of like Crunchyroll, kind of like Hulu. It might be free, but then that one's kind of like a little sketch. Because that one, I remember it was when we had that whole copyright, with the internet a while back. They got hit kind of hard.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that one, it's like a hit or miss. A lot of people are saying it's a definite hit, like go to Kiss Kiss Anime. But for me, it's kind of if I'm going to do that, I'll just rather just either buy or download the anime elsewhere. But they have an extensive library from what I hear. So if you're those who are like willing to take the risk for it, go for it. Yeah.
All right. So before we wrap up, wasn't there something else you wanted to do? You would show to the fans?
No.
Okay. All right. Other than this cool ass Dragon Ball.
Yes.
I think it's fly.
Yes.
So,
you guys like this?
I hope so.
Yes.
Cool.
The artist name is Well Known Lily. You can find her on Society 6. That is Well Known Lily, and Lily is spelled Lilly instead of the usual way. And this is a tapestry, isn't it? Like just
It's awesome. So we're going to try to do these like bi-weekly. So we want you guys to check it out, watch, drop some questions, drop some comments, all that stuff. But if you want to find us, you can always find us at www.popcultureuncovered.com. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at PC Uncovered. If you're on Facebook, just look up Pop Culture Uncovered and like us.
like us.
So we're going to call it quits for this first episode. We're going to come back and we're going to delve a little deeper into some of the anime stuff that we're watching. Remember, I'm the last guy, so I'm going to talk about some stuff. And she's in currently. She's going to talk about some other stuff. Other than that, we'll see you in a minute.
All right, guys.